Donald Trump has made his feelings clear on WNBA payroll as Caitlin Clark and others demand wage increase. Caitlin Clark and her fellow WNBA players have protested against their league bosses. Donald Trump has already had a say on the WNBA payroll as stars Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have demanded wage increases. Indiana Fever's Clark and Chicago Sky's Reese are among the biggest and marketable stars of the WNBA. The pair have spoken out about their pay, claiming they are underpaid amid unprecedented ratings, interest, and attendance. Reese once claimed the WNBA don't pay my bills in a stunning revelation. "I just hope y'all know," she said on social media. "The WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think it pays one of my bills." Literally. Clark has also made her feelings clear as she was part of a protest against the league. Several WNBA players wore T-shirts emblazoned with the words, "Pay us what you owe us" during All-Star Week, with Steph Curry backing his female compatriots. Speaking last year, Trump praised Clark and described the WNBA payroll as a very complicated thing. "She's incredible, by the way," he said of Clark. "I've watched her. I think she's incredible. I watch her shot go in. It's like, could she shoot that way in the NBA? She's unbelievable." The U.S. president said Clark would probably make a lot of money either way. "It's really, you got to rely on the market. You can't go in and say, well, we're going to break this contract because this person did well," he added. "The league could probably go up and give her a bonus. It wouldn't kill the league if the league is doing okay. The league could really do something with her because it seems unfair, but you have a lot of that. I see it all the time with football and baseball, even basketball, where somebody comes in and turns out to be 10 times better." Ex-U.S. President Joe Biden also weighed in on the matter as he demanded women are paid their fair share. On X, he wrote, "Women in sports continue to push new boundaries and inspire us all. But right now we're seeing that even if you're the best, women are not paid their fair share. It's time that we give our daughters the same opportunities as our sons and ensure women are paid what they deserve." How much do WNBA players earn? According to Sports Illustrated, WNBA salaries range from a minimum of $66,000 to an absolute maximum contract of around $250,000. Clark will earn $78,000 in the 2025 season, while all-star rival Nafisa Collier has an average annual salary of $184,000. Eriko Gunbowl has the highest average annual salary in the WNBA at $241,000. It started with a tweet. Of course it did. Why should WNBA players be paid more? Nobody watches. Fix the game before demanding handouts. Sad. At Real Donald Trump. Just like that, former President Donald Trump inserted himself into the WNBA's intensifying pay dispute, and the reaction was swift, fiery, and very, very loud. At the heart of the issue was Caitlin Clark, the league's newest superstar, who had ignited a media storm weeks earlier by holding up a "Pay us what you owe us" sign during a post-game interview. It was more than a slogan. It was a rallying cry. Clark, along with a growing group of stars like Aya Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Breanna Stewart, had been demanding that the WNBA, and more importantly, the league's ownership and broadcasting partners, begin treating them like professionals in a billion-dollar industry, not footnotes to the NBA. Lower salaries, fewer charter flights, limited exposure, the list was long. The frustration deeper. But Trump's comment didn't just fan the flames, it dropped a bomb in the middle of an already smoldering court. The rumbling begins. Within hours, Trump's tweet had been quote-tweeted by half the sports world. LeBron James responded with an eye-roll emoji, and here we go again, Megan Rapinoe went all in. You ever notice the loudest critics of women's sports couldn't even make the bench in high school gym class? But it was Caitlin Clark's response that truly turned heads, not for its harshness, but its clarity. In a press conference before the Fever's matchup with the Mercury, a reporter asked her directly, "Caitlin, any thoughts on President Trump's tweet about the WNBA payroll?" Clark took a long breath. Her voice was calm. "Everyone's entitled to their opinion," she said. "But I'm more interested in facts. Facts like record-breaking viewership, sold-out arenas, merchandise that flies off the shelves. I don't need validation from politicians. I just want a fair shake for the women who are changing the game." Boom. The press room erupted. That clip. Viral in under 10 minutes. Hashtag fair shake trended for days. Trump doubles down. Never one to back away from a headline, Trump took the media storm as a cue to go bigger. On Truth Social he posted, "Caitlin Clark seems like a nice girl. Talented, but she should be grateful. America gave her the opportunity. Now she complains about money? She should learn from the men. Work harder. Win something. That "win something" line did not go over well. First, because Clark had won plenty, awards, hearts, and now primetime contracts. But second, because the grateful girl tone struck a nerve across generations of women athletes who had fought, tooth and nail, just to be seen. Aya Wilson responded with one word: wow. Sue Bird posted a side-by-side stat comparison showing that some WNBA players earned less in a season than NBA rookies made in a week, captioned, "Still think it's about winning." Even Billie Jean King weighed in. Every movement has its doubters. But pay equity isn't a handout, it's an investment in fairness, in growth, and in the future of sport. A different kind of court. As the political discourse boiled, something unexpected happened on the court. The Indiana Fever announced that for one home game only, they would donate 50% of ticket proceeds to the WNBA Players Union Emergency Fund, a bold move that sent a message to both the league office and, indirectly, to political critics. The game sold out in 4 hours. Fans wore shirts that read, "Grateful girls score buckets. Work hard. Get paid." And simply #FairShake. Clark dropped 29 that night. The Fever won in overtime. After the game, she addressed the crowd. "This isn't just about me," she said. "It's about the veterans who paved the way, the rookies who dream big, the fans who believe in this league. We're not asking for the moon, just the respect we've earned." The fallout. In typical Trumpian fashion, the former president soon pivoted. A week later, he was photographed courtside at a Las Vegas Aces game, wearing a red cap that read, "Make hoops great again." Some said it was a publicity stunt. Others believed he was testing the waters of a new base, young, sports-loving voters. Still, the damage, or the awakening, was done. The WNBA pay movement gained more media coverage in 3 weeks than it had in the last 3 years. Sponsors began to speak up. Nike released a campaign titled, "She's Worth It," featuring stars from across the league. ESPN promised more primetime slots. And quietly, behind the scenes, negotiations between the players' union and league officials began to take on a new urgency. One insider was quoted anonymously, "The league realizes now, you can't keep putting the future of basketball in the bargain bin."